Good morning, and congratulations to the class of 2021. I would like to welcome all of you to the virtual University of California, Irvine Paul Merage School of Business commencement ceremony, and to thank all the families and friends that have gathered this morning to celebrate the wonderful accomplishments of the 2021 graduates. Though we were not able to be in person this year, it is still right and fitting that we celebrate this tremendous accomplishment that makes this day special. To the class of 21, well done. You've officially completed your journey with the Merage School and can now join our alumni community of over 12,000 individuals spread across the United States and in over 36 countries. You have excelled and thrived under what can only be described as extraordinary circumstances and earned a degree that truly speaks to your work ethic, your dedication, and your commitment to excellence. I have only had the great privilege of serving as the Dean of the Merage School for 6 months. Yet, I certainly understand the challenges you've overcome, and more importantly, the heights that you have achieved. Many of you have earned your degree while working multiple jobs, raising a family, quarantining under less than ideal circumstances. You've overcome glitchy Wi-Fi connections, and collectively, we've all become Zoom experts. As the very world before us has changed, despite all the chaos that was created, you made the decision to continue your education and to strive towards excellence. Class of 2021, you are the epitome of perseverance. Your education and newfound knowledge is something that no one will ever be able to take away from you. And certainly today is the commencement. It is the starting point for you to move on to even bigger and better things. Certainly, I remember with great fondness when I graduated with my undergraduate degree. Nothing on that day would have ever told me that I would be addressing you today as the Dean of a business school. But certainly I know that path was started and formed through my educational experience. I know what my education has done for me and my family, and I can't wait to see what your education will do for you and yours. Now, no matter where you go, remember the lessons that this year has taught us. Yes, it has been very traumatic, but as we have coped and as we have dealt with this major health crisis of COVID, certainly all of us have learned the value of empathy, flexibility, patience, and compassion. I am confident it is those attributes that will enable all of us to be successful as we lead organizations, communities, and our families going forward. Congratulations on this fantastic accomplishment. We wish you all the best going forward, and please do make sure you stay in touch with your Merage community.
Hello, class of 2021 UCI Paul Merage School of Business graduates. Congratulations, you've arrived. You've done what you set out to do. A virtual commencement is not what we had hoped for. I can imagine that some of you have some grief over what this past year and commencement could have been. And acknowledging that sadness and sense of loss on the one hand, I simultaneously hope this year has presented some unique insight and opportunities. Maybe attending class remotely has allowed family and loved ones to see up close the effort you've put in to earn this degree. Maybe a recorded message like this allows you to pause and translate into a parent or grandparent's native language to share this moment even more than you could have if it had been live. And maybe not being packed on the floor of the Bren, you can sit closer to loved ones than you would have and see their eyes shimmering with pride. Let's take this opportunity that's presented itself, being together with cap and gown. Take time to thank your loved ones while you celebrate your degree. Bask in the accomplishment. Rest. And then get to work doing all the good that you mean to do in our society. You now have more knowledge and skill to make change than before, and we celebrate that future that you'll help to create. Congratulations again.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You are all truly models of resiliency and innovation. It is an honor to be here with you and share what I hope you feel are a few words of wisdom from my personal experience. You may be asking yourself, who is she and why is she our keynote speaker? To be honest, I asked myself very similar questions when I was invited to speak to you. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized I am a microcosm of all of you. I graduated from the Executive MBA program here at the Paul Merage School of Business in 2020. Our last quarter was entirely virtual as a result of COVID. I know we have a mix of undergraduate and graduate students here today. You have done an amazing job completing your degree during this unprecedented time, a year that has thrown our lives into a whirlwind. But your education, as many of you have already experienced, is a significant bridge to new opportunities. Before I go on, I'm going to do for you what I do with my medical students. Tell you upfront the big takeaways. These are the things that you need to remember and walk away with. Remember, opportunity, innovation, and resiliency. Let's get started. I'd like you to consider how a bridge can be a metaphor for the limitless opportunities that your Merage degree offers you. I've learned that there are many bridges in life. Bridges that you find, bridges that you build, bridges that you cross, and bridges that you become. I grew up in South Central Los Angeles, raised by a single mom who immigrated from Mexico at the age of 16. She worked 2-3 jobs at a time to send me to a better school so I could go to college. My mom would always tell me, when I'm gone, I won't leave you money, but I will leave you something worth a lot more, something that no one can ever take away from you, an education. For me, education has been the bridge to opportunities that my mother dreamed for me to have. Now, why a bridge? A bridge does many things. And if you think about the Golden Gate Bridge, it goes over water, it sways with the wind, but it's sturdy and resilient. My initial bridge took me out of South Central Los Angeles and into a whole new world, college. For some of the undergrads who also came from challenging backgrounds and are the first ones in your family to graduate from college, UCI may be your first bridge. Congratulations on taking that first step and making it across. I would ask all of you to remember to look back and extend a hand to those trying to get across that first bridge. I continued finding, building, and crossing bridges after finishing my medical degree, public health degree, and most recently, my MBA. I'm privileged that I can look back and see how I, as one person, can make a difference in bridging the practice of medicine and public health. My bridge brings the voice of a Latina woman who has personal experience in addressing the many of the challenges that we as a society are striving to address. As a public health professional, I've developed and promoted statewide and national programs designed to keep moms and babies healthy. So when I deliver a baby and hand them off to the new parents, those programs that I help develop can continue touching the lives of my patients. If you're wondering why I pursued an MBA after already earning an MD and an MPH, the answer is simple. I have realized that my purpose in life is to connect people to their health. I had one more bridge to build. That is to bridge health with business and technology. This became clear to me when I saw my teenage son playing online games, and much to my chagrin, sometimes up to several hours at a time. But he wasn't the only one enjoying online games in my family. So was my 78-year-old mother. She loves Candy Crush. And that's when it hit me. Bringing together my education, training, and experience, I connected the dots. And it occurred to me that the time spent playing a game can be combined with learning about your health. My mom has high blood pressure, but to this day, she's not too sure what the numbers mean. The solution? To gamify health. And that's exactly what I did. And now I'm the CEO and founder of a company I named Gamify Health. I completed my MBA with an emphasis in entrepreneur and innovation, and used my MBA as the incubator for my startup. I could not have asked for a more supportive and inspiring environment. The first game we developed was COVIDblast.com. The timing was perfect to launch a game that could reinforce behaviors to avoid getting COVID. The current game we're developing and finalizing is Teen Mind Games. This game screens teenagers for depression and gets them the help they need. There is so much stigma and shame associated with depression, and getting help is not always easy. Little did I know when we first started developing Teen Mind Games that depression would more than double during the pandemic. I'm still crossing that entrepreneur bridge, the bridge that joins personal health and universal gaming. At times, it feels like this bridge is made of rope. It's wobbly and standing upright is difficult. There have been times that I've almost fallen, but the networks and the support that the Mirage School provides me is pulling me across. I know some of you have completed your degree without having ever been on campus. I encourage you to continue building your Mirage alumni bridge, whether in person or virtually, and reach for the hand and encouragement that will help you cross your bridge. I know you can do it. Each one of you is a model of innovation. You have found ways to adapt. If someone would have told you a year ago the entire world would be confined to their homes and you would be learning virtually, working remotely in study groups, working from home, and your kids would be homeschooling 100% virtually, you would not have believed it. Nobody would have. But that's exactly what you did. Many schools struggled to go virtual. You benefited from the Mirage School's promise of leadership in a digitally driven world, and their early adoption of remote learning made it happen. When I was a student here, I was traveling a lot for work and going to professional meetings. I love the convenience of attending classes online. Many of us also benefited from virtual workouts. Peloton became a household name, not just a business case study where we were reviewing to see if they were a high-tech company or an exercise machine. And all of you develop creative ways to network and support each other. One of my personal favorite virtual networks is the Mirage Dean's Leadership Circle, the Mirage alumni group that I encourage all of you to join. I participated on a couple of Zoom gatherings during the heart of the sheltering in place. We had people from all over the United States and the world. We were sharing stories and experiences, and it was great. And for a short while, I forgot we were in a pandemic and under quarantine. Each of you has stories of how you endured the pandemic, how you found ways to continue your lives, and how you coped with the loss of friends, acquaintances, and loved ones. And we will all laugh at the continuous, "You are muted. We can't hear you." Each of you will have stories to share with the generations that follow. And now, as we see the light at the end of the tunnel, each of you can say that you survived and you showed just how resilient you are. The third and final takeaway that has been a huge source of my success is resiliency. According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, resiliency is the ability of something to return to its original size and shape after being compressed or deformed. Resiliency is needed to withstand challenges, and in our case, the challenge was COVID. Based on our home, health, and personal experience, the amount of compression and deformation varied from person to person. Many of us lost family members, friends, acquaintances, or a job. And some of us have been sick ourselves. For me, in the early days of the pandemic, it was the uncertainty of whether or not I would get COVID while working in the hospital and caring for patients. I was afraid for my family, not for me. I didn't want to bring the infection home to them. In the beginning, there was so much we didn't know. Keeping my family safe was my biggest priority. It was not always easy, though, when we had a shortage of personal protective equipment. But we all rose above our personal pandemic challenges, and you did it in addition to getting your degree. If you can get through this, which you did, you can get through anything. You have been stretched, and as a result, you are stronger. Your innovation and resiliency have gotten you to this point. But now, where does that lead you? Remember, innovation, resiliency, and opportunities that leverage your ability to bridge worlds are unexpected and priceless lessons you have earned along with your degree. You've heard my story. What will your story be? What bridges will you discover or create? There will continue to be times when you will sway, you will feel like you're going to be blown off that bridge. But remember, you are resilient and innovative, and more importantly, not alone. You are a member of the Mirage family. Zot, zot, zot. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Hello everyone. I would like to first extend a warm welcome to all our Mirage grads, faculty and staff, and to the family and loved ones here to support us all on this very special day. My name is Edward Lee, pronouns he, him, his, and as I watch my peers going into our last quarters here at UCI and getting ready for our graduation ceremonies, I cannot help but swell with pride and think of all the hard work and good times spent on this journey. Alongside pride, there's another emotion spilling over inside of me, and that's gratitude. I am so grateful for so many things, but right now I am most grateful for the opportunity to recognize, albeit through the computer and TV screens, the incredible academic accomplishments of my peers. Please join me in recognizing the Mirage Class of 2021. Reflecting back on our college experience, there are 4 words that I wanted to share with you, the class of 2021. Give, 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 and perseverance. Firstly, give yourself credit for what you have accomplished. As a child of immigrants, I was taught to be humble and timid of my accomplishments. Certainly a valuable trait to have, but one that can often morph into insecurities and imposter syndrome. But not today. Today, we should recognize everything that we have accomplished and all the challenges we have overcome. It might be the biggest understatement of the century to say that this academic school year and the preceding months have not been the norm, but have been extremely, extremely difficult. Many people in this country are experiencing the ramifications of COVID-19, powerful nationwide and international social movements fighting injustice, jobs and internships offers being canceled, and complications with universities across the nation shifting to virtual education. With everything that's going on, we still persevered and have earned our degrees from UCI. We did that. We grinded the word count on our Yellow Dig posts, we prepped for our PowerPoint presentations, polished our resumes in Management 191W, and stayed up until the Mirage courtyard lights went on, fueled by a now cold $5 cup of coffee from ABP. Come on, give yourself credit for all that you've done. Next, of course, is to give thanks. Give thanks to everybody who has believed in you and supported you along this journey. I'd like to give a special thank you to our Mirage faculty and staff, the professors, the TAs, the undergraduate program staff, academic advisors, career office miracle workers, and more, who have worked tirelessly to adapt to the virtual remote learning format and support our students along the way. Third, I would like to say give. Give back to Mirage and to the world. We are blessed with a strong mind and a gentle education from a prestigious institution like UCI. I believe we owe it to the world, frankly, to change it, become business leaders, and one day give back to Mirage and the future generations of students who will follow us. My last word is perseverance, and it is best explained through a fun fact I learned through my time as an undergrad as a campus tour guide. This is the hand sign of the UCI Anteaters, throwing up a Zot. I like to ask people, visitors, faculty, students, and alumni, what do you think these are? The eyes, the ears, they would say? But no, I would smile at them and say it's the arms, raised high and proud. You see, when an anteater is threatened by a natural predator, it gets up on its hind legs, uses its tail for balance, and looks straight into the eyes of the animal and holds its claws up. Similar to how we have held our heads up, high and proud, looking straight into the face of adversity of this past year and persevered. So with that, I invite you to join me as we present our last Zots as students of UCI. Ready? Zot, Zot, Zot. Thank you and best of luck with each of your bright and brilliant futures.
I forgot to hit the unmute button. Hey, graduates. Sorry about that interruption. Well, I'd originally intended for my video to help remind you of what an unusual school year this has been. And it seems like that's exactly what my video has done. It's been a long objective of the Mirage School to help our students not only to learn the materials we teach you in class, but also to understand how to be flexible and adaptable and to deal with challenges, expected and unexpected, that you will encounter in your careers and in your lives. And you sitting here today as graduates and now alumni is a testament to you mastering all of these things. With what you have accomplished over these years, I have great confidence you're going to make it through anything else life throws at you. Congratulations.
Hi, students. First of all, congratulations on graduating from the Mirage School of Business. That's an amazing achievement, especially given the unfortunate and difficult circumstances under which you had to finish your degree. Now, you may have had me in Management 1, Management 7, or even Management 101 as a teacher. And I do hope that you learned a lot of useful information and skills from taking these courses. But more importantly, I hope that my passion for education and learning spilled over to you and created a sense of excitement and awe, maybe, to learn even more and continue to develop your skills. So good luck to you. I wish you a bright and happy future, and hopefully you can contribute to making this world an even better place. So congratulations again, stay in touch, and good luck.
Hi, seniors. It's Courtney Elms from the Undergraduate Programs Office. On behalf of all of our staff, I want to say congratulations. You've done it. All of your hard work over the last few years has led up to this moment, and I hope you are enjoying it with your family and loved ones. Please stay in touch with the Mirage School. We can't wait to hear about all of the great things you will continue to accomplish as Mirage graduates.
Hi, seniors. First off, I'd like to congratulate you on this incredible accomplishment and let you know how grateful I am to have gotten to share in the last several years of your college career. We are so proud of the strength, perseverance, and resilience that you've shown over the last year, and know that these characteristics will continue to serve you as you move into your next chapter. Remember that no matter what comes, you are always a part of Mirage, and we're here to support you and cheer you on every step of the way. Congratulations again. Now go change the world.
Hi, seniors. Congratulations on such a great accomplishment. It's been a pleasure working with all of you and getting to know you all throughout these years. I can't wait what the future holds. It's been a great honor, and I wish you all the best. Congratulations.
Hi, seniors. It's Blair Frazier from Mirage School Career Services. I just wanted to say congratulations on your big day and wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the significant milestone in your life. We are so excited for you as you take those first steps on your professional journey. Just know you always have a home here at the Mirage School, and we hope to stay in touch. Also know I expect great things. Congratulations.
Hi, seniors. Congratulations on finishing your degree at the Paul Mirage School of Business. It's been such a privilege and honor working with all of you as a career advisor, serving your various needs. And I just can't wait to hear all the wonderful things that you're up to post-graduation. I hope you'll stay in touch, and zat, zat, zat.
Sophia Abad. Weston Abel. Tatiana Abramian. Talha Ahmed. Ali Al-Hakim. Hugo Armando Alonso Ramos.
Gracias por su apoyo, mamá y papá. Este es para ustedes. Si se pudo, sigue estudiando.
Leslie Anzo. Alvin Arenillo. Nazanin Ardalan. Sahej Aurora. Eric Inata. Luo. Zina Awad. Eric Baez. Yun Xian Bai. Nicole Bastian. Bianca Becerra Miramontes. Anshul Banat. Gaurav Bhattacharya. Noor Buller. Michael Bridgman. Brendan Brown. Brandon Brown. Matthew Byrne. Adam Cabral. Megan Cadigal. Xingyu Kai. Lisa Cow. Aileen Chow.
Thank you everyone who has supported me throughout all these years.
Vianney Cardenas. Lucia Carluccio.
These last 4 years have been absolutely crazy, and I could not have done it without the support of my family. Mom, Dad mentioned Vinny. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to get my master's at King's College this September.
Joseph Silas. Jylensson. Bryce Chan.
Thank you, family and friends watching. My time as an undergrad felt short, but I feel like it will be something to look back on.
Catherine Chow. Florence Chow. Cassidy Chow. Stefan Chia. Allison Shema. Min Chen. Michael Chen. Kevin Chen. Shutong Chen. Megan Chen. Jean Hong Chen. Paula Chen. Crystal Cheng. Jenny Chung. Catherine Chang. Jeffrey Cho. James Chong. Duil Chuan. David Clark.
Just want to thank my dad, my stepmom, my grandparents, my sister, everyone who supported me during this. And I just want to thank this one right here, Lola. Bye, guys.
Brian Clementi. Alex Cole. Corina Condori. Viviana Contreras. Sean Conway. Gabriel Cortez. Nisheo Cubahilo. Andrew Cummings. Jennifer Dang. Kathleen Davidson.
Congratulations, everybody. Thank you to Mom, Dad, Joel, Benjamin, and Faith, and KUCI, the best college radio station. Zot, zot, zot.
Ralph De Castro.
Guess I'm graduating, huh? Yeah, and what?
Fiona D'Arego.
I'm so thankful to be part of the UC Irvine family, and I want to thank my family for supporting me these 4 years. Zot, zot, zot!
Arjid Dela Cruz. Danielle Delgado. Michelle Du.
Thank you to everyone from both UCI and from home who have supported me this far. I'm excited for my next adventure and can't wait to see what the future holds. Zot, zot, zot.
Trent Jordan Dreesen. Jun Hong Du. Edward Dunn. Amy Young.
I want to say thank you to all of my family, friends, and everyone else who supported me along the way. I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you.
Andrew Duong. Chance English.
Thank you to Dr. Laguest for being my honors thesis advisor and to my mother for her tireless support. Go Anteaters! Zot, zot, zot!
Alexandra Estrada. Danielle Estrelado. Han Yao Fan. Derek Faziag. Caitlin Fetch. Michaela Fong. T. Minnie Devanga Fonseca.
I just want to give a quick shout out to my friends, my family, and my supporters at UCI for joining me on this journey. I'm so happy to be a graduate.
Qianying Fu. Maria Garcia.
Hi mom, hi pa, nomás les quiero decir gracias por sus sacrificios, ya voy a estar graduando, gracias a mis hermanos y a ver lo que pasa.
Julia Garibaldi. Nikki Gamami.
UCI, this has been an incredible journey. Thank you so much to all my family, friends, and the UCI community for all the support and love. Zot, zot, zot.
Aryen Ganadon. Carly Godfrey. Joaquin Gomez.
Hello everyone, my name is Joaquin Gomez and I just wanted to thank my family and my friends, my dog Shadow, and everyone who supported me throughout my journey. And thank you to UCI.
Gabriela Gomez. Travis Goodkin. Abraham Gozel. Rohan Goyle. Chelsea Elizabeth Gray. Christopher Green. Elton Guan. Danielle Gutierrez. Mauricio Guzman.
I just want to give a big shout out to my family and friends for always being there these past 4 years. It's been an amazing journey. I just want to say much love to each and every one of you. Zot, zot, zot.
Amy Hahn. Tuan Hanley. Harag Harboyan.
Zot, zot, zot.
Jacob Hartwick. Hanhi Haruno. Yulia Mustafa. Kyle Hashimura. Stephanie Hasanoli. Julia Hayashi. Jing He. Yuhan He. Jasmine He. Daniel Hernandez. Brandon Hino. Simon Ho. Thomas Hogan. Josh Hong. Catherine Home. Junyi Ho. Chinyu Ho. Mary Hu.
Thank you, family and friends, for supporting me in my UCI journey. Shout out to my dad, my mom, my sisters Wendy and Amy for always being there for me. Zot, zot, zot.
Xingrui Hu. Xingda Huang. Sophia Huang. Yi Huang. Shayla Huyn. Justin Ibe. Varun Jadchurla. Jiafeng Jiang. Nan Jiang. Hao Juan Jean. Samantha June. Muhammad Muaz Kanawati.
I wanted to thank my family, my friends, for all the support they gave me throughout the years, and most importantly, God for all the blessings that I have. Lastly, I want to wish you all the best in your futures.
Vincent Cow. Kansa Karma. Baptiste Kashanchi. Ozone Kasmaji. Isaac Kim. Elijah Paul Kim. Pilsun Kim. William Kim. Matthew Kim. Kyle Kim. Saki Kimura. David Kith. Daniel Ko. Esther Ko. Samuel Koo. Natalie Kopel. Brandon Critchman. Kyle Kropko.
Alright everyone, don't forget these 3 things. Stay in school, eat your vegetables, and always buy the dip.
Susanna Starr Koosman. Christopher Kwan. Kaylin Labrado. Jenning Lai. Stephanie Lai. Youssef Latif. Emily Laheng. Eric Tien Lee.
I would like to thank all my friends and family for giving me a wonderful college experience. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you.
Trang Lee. Lindsay Camley. Sabrina Lay. Nguyen Lay.
Class of 2021, we made it! Zot, zot, zot!
Elaine Lee. Lauren Lee. Vivian Lee. Chung Suan Lee. JC Legaspi. Edward Lee. Ella Liang. Jersey Ligaya.
Happy Pride Month and congratulations to us, to the class of 2021. I want to thank everyone, even the ones that have come and gone, for helping me through my undergrad.
Nadlin Lim. Zeke Lin. Xiuehua Lin. Tiffany Ling. Rajiv Lingam. Hui Jen Liu. Florence Liu. Xiaoting Liu. Jiahao Liu. Joshua Liu. Natalia Lomeli Cervantes. Tiffany Long. Jasmine Liu. Ihong Liu. Yi Liu. Huajun Liu. Charles Liu. Jiai Luo. Thomas Lynch. Rachel Ma. Qingji Ma. Katrina Mack. Reina Macias. Vivian Mai. Jeanette Mai. Michelle Malyari. Shirley Rose Manaling. Adrishan Martirosian. Maximilian Mady. John McCann Jr. Michelangelo Medina. Marty Melendez.
Hello, I'd like to shout out my friends, my family, and the boys. We finally made it after 4 long years, and now starts the next chapter of our lives. I love you all, and I'd like to thank everything. Thank you for being supportive.
Shwemi. Erlin Momongan. Miles Moore. Kyle Mooseman. Adrian Muniz. Ivan Munoz. Jasleen Moonsulud. Jacqueline Na. Matthew Nagata. Ju Ning. Leanne No. Mine Gwyn. Sarah Lynn Gwyn. Jennifer Gwyn. Calvin Gwyn. Wymine Gwyn. Emily Nguyen. Danny Nguyen. Jimmy Nguyen. Tina Nguyen. Kyle Nguyen. Pauline Gwyn. And Sophie O. Jessica O. Sang Min O. Marco Ortiz Sanchez. Martha Lydia Padilla. Connie Pan. Mariano Pantoja.
I did it. I want to thank God, my mother, my father, my brothers, and my friends for helping me get through this journey.
Ivan Paredes.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who's believed in me and supported me to get here. Mamá, papá, los quiero mucho.
Emma Parrish. Ria Parwal. Ivan Paseo. Lam Pham. Leanne Pham. Armin Pithawala. Octavio Ponce. Needy's Pornsipin. Rue Wuchio. Margaret Chu. Hannah Quach. Caitlin Quach. Angel Placencia Quintero. James R.A. Ryan Rafati. Pauline Ragandine, Mubina Ramanifar, Tarun Kumar Rajasekar, Angela Regoza, Lisa Recupero, Bethany Redder, Brandon Rowe, Hector Rodarte, Alexa Romero, Gigi Rome, Denise Rosate, Jack Rutherford, Pariya Sadeghi Nejad, Sania Saeed, Raymond Santamaria, Giselle Santos, Jean Carlos Santos Palacios, Aaron Sao, Rogelio Schult Reyes, Viridiana Serrano, Anique Session, Samira Shafi, Nishal Shah, Mandy Sheck, Chao Shur, Meng Yuan Shur, Stella Shin, Ria Shishodia, Sabrina Shuss, Madeline Siddick, Jason Simon, Ismith Sinda, Yevgeny Smirnov, Chung Woo Son, Neil Salunki, Aditi Salapurkar, Amira Sullivan, David Song, Patrick Sturba,
Woo! I made it! Mom and Dad, thank you for believing in me, even at times where I didn't believe in myself. I couldn't be here without either of you guys.
Christine Sook,
Big thanks to God, my parents, my family, and my friends for supporting me throughout this journey.
Jacqueline Sue Marsono. Caris Sue Marsono.
Go ahead.
Swan Guanbo. Yiming Sun. Claire Sitanto. Winsai. Ivan Tagaro. Shiryen Tai. Samantha Takamori. Carmen Tan. Hao Yang Tang. Daniel Tanamand. Bevle Tebiono. Mercedes Telsbray. Jacqueline Tai. Isaiah Thomas. Ash Virtur. Darren Tran. Alan Tran. Min Tran. Nicole Tran. Long Trin. Matthew Trin. Vivian Truong. James Sang. Kimberly C. Christopher Tussler. Patcherifon Verojanikic. Jamie Valencia. Brian Valenciano. Maria Elizabeth Vargas. Kimi Avasedi Zade.
Congrats, class of 2021. We made it. Zot, zot, zot.
Christopher Vasilian. Veronica Valles. Vangsh Vermani.
Thank you so much to all my family, friends, and the Mirage faculty for their support. I look forward to what lies ahead. Zot, zot, zot!
Laura Vierengo. Rahul Vig.
Thank you to my friends, family, and professors. Without you all, this probably wouldn't have been possible. Congrats, class of 2021.
Christopher Von Chan, Vanessa Vonnegut, Jeffrey Vu, V Vu, Mimi Wan, Johnny Wong, Henry Wang, Sophia Wang, Alice Wong, Deborah Wong, Justin Wong, Jordan Watson, Kayla Watson, Brittany Way, Pei Fan Wang, Emily Wong, Ryan Wong, Doreen Wong, Caleb Wong, Kelly Wong, William Wu,
Congratulations, class of 2021. These last few years have been difficult, but we made it through. Wishing everyone the best. Zot, zot, zot.
Brenda Wu, Jonathan Wu, Connie Wu, Daniel Shu, Christy Yamashita, Stephen Young, Evelyn Young, Qiangbing Yang,
Hello guys, due to the epidemic, there has been a difficult year, but we are successful graduate. Here, I want to thank my family and friends for their support and encouragement.
Shixian Yang, Christina Yang, Eddie Yang, Xinyin Yi, Thomas Yi, Daisy Yi, Eugene E, Marissa Yip, Nathaniel Yip. Michael Yu.
Well, I'm finally graduating. Thank you to all my friends that brought me here and my parents that supported me through the entire way. We'll keep this as cliche as possible. And I'm heading out. Bye-bye.
Sung Min Yu. Robin Yu. Justin Yu. Chen Yi Yu. Philip Yu. Xiaosu Yu. Matteo Zamparini. Matthew Zico. Shirley Zhang. Yifan Zhang. Lanqing Zhang. Jin Hao Zheng. Xin Zhong. Tony Zhao. Emily Zhao.
Cô Hoa, 我係趙小子，我係終於都畢業啦。我哋個扣年招之前，我係阿爸阿媽，辛苦晒你啦。我係希望你嗰時都退休啦。
Philip Zhu.
Thank you so much for my friends and family for supporting me throughout my 4 years at UCI. I can't wait to see what the future holds and ...
Lucinda Zhu. Yuxuan Zhou. Xiuqing Zhua.
Hello, graduating class of 2021, and congratulations. You've toughed out a really difficult COVID year, and I'm sure you're ready to move on. You have worked very hard, and you've done it to prepare yourself to become a future leader in our new economy. And I think the next 10 years is going to be a very crucial period of time for you, because that will determine where you're going to land, who you're going to be, and what is your path to the future. So it seems to me like it's very important to ask a question, which is, what will the next 10 years be like? Well, let me share my prediction with you. I think it's going to be stormy, fast changing, and very unpredictable. Let me try to explain. By way of background, I should say that I chair 3 companies within the Mirage Investment Group, which we call MIG for short. There's a hedge fund group, there is a private equity group, and a real estate investment group. So my #1 job in this multi-billion-dollar enterprise is to figure out what's coming around the corner. And why? Why is that so important? Is because in a very fast changing environment, it is so important for us to stay competitive by being at the very front edge of what is happening out there. And at the very front edge of any changes in technology that is happening. So we all know that our economy is going through a major change. It's going from the old industrial economy to a new knowledge economy. And during that past 10, 12 years, we know that some huge monster companies have been created from this new knowledge economy. And some segments in our economy have been almost devastated, such as retail. What a lot of people are not really focused on now, though, is what the next 10 years is about to bring. And I think the next 10 years is going to be a period of change and super steroids. Why is that? I think it's because two really major technological developments, which is artificial intelligence and quantum computing, are going to come together and join the foundation, the base that is there, and make a huge difference in everything, every aspect of our economy. So I think by some estimates, about a third of the S&P companies today are not going to exist in 10 years. Think about that. That's huge. Millions of jobs are going to be altered in a significant way or eliminated altogether. Some of them may be yours. So I have to stop and say, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, well, is this, Paul, is this a message of congratulations, or are you just trying to scare the hell out of us? So what I'm saying is that essentially, yes, it is a warning, but I would like for us to concentrate on the opportunities this will present. Please don't forget that every time change destroys the old, it provides opportunities for new and for opportunities for new businesses. It could be new opportunities for new enterprises, from small to very large. And this is the thing to focus on. But you do need to know where to look. So, and I know right now you're probably ready to chuck all the books, all the assignments, and say, to hell with all of this, I'm done, and take a breather. And it's quite understandable. But after you get a rest, please do this. Roll up your sleeves and start becoming very familiar with every new technology that is coming along. Keep tabs on all of these developments. Ask yourself, what will that mean for my organization, for my company? What will it mean for me? And most importantly, what opportunities will it represent? This is how you will be a leader in tomorrow's future. And the winners and the losers are going to be the ones who are proactive versus reactive. It's as simple as that. So also watch for convergences happening. The one thing that is for sure is that most of the time what will impact you is not coming at you in a straight line. It is through a zigzag of 2 or 3 different technologies converging and making possible things that none of them individually could have made possible. So that's a very important thing to keep in mind. But allow me to suggest an excellent book, which I've read and enjoyed. and I think could be a starting point for you to dig into. It's called The Future is Faster Than You Think. And the author is Peter Diamandis, Diamandis. And Peter is a serial entrepreneur, which is very closely tied to the various movers and shakers in Silicon Valley. And I think you'll find the book to be quite interesting. So I'm going to close with an old Chinese proverb, which I found in the fortune cookie. It says, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So I wish you a great deal of luck. Thank you for listening.
And this brings us to a conclusion of our virtual commencement ceremony this morning. I hope that everyone has enjoyed the ceremony and that you all have fun activities planned for the rest of the day. Now that many of us are vaccinated and are able to gather, I hope that you are able to spend the day with those loved ones that have provided you with support as you've gone through this degree. Relax, take a day off. Trust me, you've earned it. Now, this is not goodbye. It's called a commencement because it is the commencement of the relationship that you have with us going forward as an alum of the Merage School of Business. Certainly, we want you to stay connected. We want to celebrate your accomplishments going forward, but also be a support for you as you take on new challenges in your career. So on behalf of the faculty and the staff of the Paul Merage School of Business, congratulations again on this amazing achievement. Zot, Zot, Zot.